What it is, Rainbow Landers. How's it going? I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. I'm your host and game master tonight. This is episode 8 of the Ultraviolet Grasslands. And with me are our 4 from last week, because we're still wrapping up. I'm probably going to die somewhere deep in these grasslands. Here to give their epithets. Adam, take it away.
We're not going to die hungry, because Vesh has brought the food, at least a little bit of the food. I'm Adam. Sage, who are you?
I'm Sage. I'm playing Herodotus, Decapolitan Ambassador, who I think I've got a new angle on how to play him that I'm excited to see how it'll work out. Grant, how about you?
Hi everyone, my name's Grant. I use he, they pronouns. I'm playing Umberta Mechanizio, who's a bit of a badass warrior. I'm having a lot of fun playing her. And Jim.
You were untouched, right? Last time we played, like all your armor, all your hit points.
I used
like a cheater.
Yeah.
I used a point of armor.
Okay. All right. Dinged armor. Wow.
And I just want to say, there's never been a system where I'm like, yes, I have a freaking 10 in my ability score. I could take on the world.
Right.
Oh my God.
Sorry then. I am WebDM Jim Davis of WebDM, and my brain continues to leak out of my ear. He, him pronouns, and I'm playing Jagular Luxray Meowth, a sorcerer cat of the Violet City, and he's on his own. 1 spell left, 5 hit points in the dark, in the dungeon, but he's not going to die in pain because we're not playing Torchbearer.
I crawl into the goblin pot.
Right.
I accept my fate. No. Cool. Great. But you might be wondering where we actually are. And so let me do a quick recap, and then we'll get ready to play. All right. So the party's hunting down a Judica Magistera Sodoba Malapensa, an extremely dangerous Violet City magician, and her dangerous gang of sentient Vomes. The party has tracked her through the wasteland, past the last Sarai, to a hidden facility from pre-times. Beneath the Mercury lakes in this wasteland is a questionably operational SRBM launch facility. The party needs to work together. They want to stop the Judica Sodoba from achieving her goals here, whatever they are. So the party is currently crawling and dragging their way into the opened launch gates of this facility. There's spiraling staircases going down. There's several door sets of that are all been jarred or in rubble and ruins here. There's one that's partially cracked open, and Jagular has been sliding. What's the cat word? Skulking their way.
Slinking
Slinking their way through the door. In the meantime, on the other side of this large silo with the missile in it, with the smoke and stuff pouring out of it, you can see sort of the cross-section of glass and sort of the command center, the command and control operations, and that's where you see a Judica. You can see that she is also surrounded by 2 bodyguards, as well as a very large, looks kind of like a D&D roper-like creature, like a large stalactite made of metal and biological skin and scales, as it seems to be plugged in with different tendrils. You know, like think of like a part stalagmite, part squid, like a creature that's sort of like plugged into these different terminals and trying to get them whirring and buzzing around.
This is through the security glass that we see this? That security glass panel? Okay.
Yeah.
And we don't have any, we've established we don't have any explosives. Well,
We don't.
Jagular
Neither does
slinks
James
off.
Bond. So let's do it. Neither did Indiana Jones. So, you got this.
All right. Am I going first? I didn't mean to talk first in front of everyone.
I think it's you were going to go in all by your lonesome, so I think that you going first probably determines the rest of the night.
I appreciate the pushing me out in front like that. So Jagular will slink off, and he's trying to avoid notice as best he can. And where does this place lead? Like,
Sure. So luckily, this place has still old symbology from the pre-times, and most of that is translatable. You can see that based on the directions on sort of like the wall near you. One of the arrows is leaning down towards engineering and maintenance, and the other one leads to control. The other side seems to be blocked off. That's
I don't know much, but I know that control is defined by its need to control, and I head upwards.
cool. Yeah. So you have to head up a little like half set of stairs and stuff. And to everyone else, if we zoom out, we can kind of see that you're getting closer to where the windows are with everybody in. You can kind of hear the sounds of sounds like a cassette, like multiple cassettes that have been running, but there's no music playing. You just hear the whoosh, like whirling sounds. Occasionally you hear the beeps and chirps of something trying to like rev up, electronic and failing. In the meantime, you will also hear several Bomish whirs and grumbles as it's trying to communicate to these ancient machines. You don't hear Judica.
Like, is she present, or I just don't hear her?
You don't hear her. She's not talking.
Okay.
And where she is, it's telepathic.
Well, speaking of, what's the range on my feline telepathy? Because as far as I am, I would like be relaying messages back to Erna, who would then just be like, in her sort of monotone, lifeless voice. Not lifeless. Come on, guys. But enthralled voice. Heading up or whatever.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So, down here, it's kind of like, it's not like being above ground and being around the Mercury. It has changed your magic somewhat. So if you want to, you're going to have to try to concentrate. It's no longer like a given telepathy. You can still do it now, but it doesn't, it's not quite like a strain or anything like that. But the best way to think about it is if you're going to a cave, you're losing reception.
Gotcha. Right? Okay. All right. Well, I will make the concentration attempt. Find a quiet corner and see if I can. What's my character sheet?
Sure.
Here we go.
You convey what you see to the group.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the double raid here, Josh, Pro Starter, and Love Laugh Lindy. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Awesome. So I don't need to roll for to attempt to make the attempt to communicate.
No, it's just that you're gonna have to like stop what you're doing and like really focus on it.
Okay. All right. Well then, I'll do that then. Stop for a moment, and then use that moment also to just sort of take stock of everything. Listen, for the sounds of who's doing what. Make note that I don't hear Judica's voice, and pass as much of that on as I can.
The rest of you are like crawling down into this missile silo. Yeah.
And I'll keep going up until I see something that looks like an official door, or I should have paid more attention in ancient ruins, but the basics I think you probably understand. Certainly.
Right. Yeah. No, they're totally. The first thing you come to is the natural skinny plank-like crosswalk that clearly drops down a shaft, maybe 40-50 meters. You can see there are several other little tiny wires, maybe like a maintenance vent shaft, and that's sort of like where it leads. Like you can see one way is blocked, and the other way is sort of where it leads to, and kind of like on the other side of the plank there is clearly some sort of skinnier Vome that looks something like a cross between a pterodactyl and an octopus, and it's kind of like perched above the door, and it's just like.
Keeping a watch. How close can I get before I think it might have a chance to see me?
You kind of like did one of those like cat look peek around the corners here. You think you're already like you're just lucked out that it hasn't seen you yet.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can't establish its scent or some other way of sort of like seeing where it is, and
you're just in a risky spot.
Okay. Then do I think I could make it under the door before it could attack me? I mean, certainly it'd see me, but maybe I could just like dart in.
You're a cat. Even there's a chance you could dart past it.
All right.
Sure.
I lost my cat in the garage this morning, so like, yeah, this scans.
It's totally possible. A big thing that I think you would know is that as a violet magician, you would know that the Adjudicus powers must also be tampered down here too. So, you just the real unknown for you is how strong the Vom is down here.
Right. This seems like their kind of environment, and this thing's pretty big, right? Pterodactyl.
For a cat, yeah, it's that size of a Labrador.
God, jeez. All right, yeah, I'm gonna just be as fast as I can.
Right. So.
And.
Speedy Slink. This is kind of what I say. You're in a risky spot, hiding here, crossing in the open, with kind of no assistance and just kind of blind luck, trying to hoping for the best here. It's going to be pretty desperate. So
it's the only way, right? Like I understand it, right? There's not like a way that I'm missing, because it's sort of like it's.
No, it's just that. Do you have any other like tricks up your sleeve? That
I might have. Okay, so
like
I
maybe
do
like
have
make
something.
a distraction or a sound that could help you, or a spell of some kind.
Yes, I see what you're saying there. I have something, but I don't know that I have it on my person.
Flashbang.
I have an egg. I have some sort of void egg. I do not know. I think it might be like maybe a charm on a collar, kind of thing. Because that's where he keeps the half moon or the half sun.
Yeah, it's on your collar. Yeah, like Men in Black.
Exactly. And so, I don't know, maybe he takes his little tiny human hand and with his opposable thumb takes the void. Now, I don't know what a void creature's egg looks like or does or anything, but it can at least be tossed.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
You
know that it make a sound. It's a physical object, which is what you want it to do. Yeah.
It's like, I always wondered what was in this. And he's just gonna time it as best he can, maybe just throw it and go and see if,
Awesome. You have advantage on this check. That's perfect.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Come on, dice gods. Hear my cries.
Yeah. Let's see the roll.
Well, let's go. What do we have? Oh.
A 5. You had to beat an 11.
I'll take that.
You are good to go.
All right.
Good
I
start.
see that. Yeah, good hustle.
Angular is maybe this is he's shedding fur, and maybe not by now he's just a hairless albino horned house cat streaking through the dark, and he'll keep his progress up.
Yeah. Then there's nothing stopping you from just going down the hallway towards the command room. But let's take the camera and cut it back to the rest of the group and see, so that you hear that you can still go down all of the staircases and things like that if you want to rush down there. But I guess this is probably the safe spot for you to try to telepathically communicate back, Jim. So
yeah, I'll find a quiet spot far enough away from the Vom.
Yeah, the last thing you hear is radio static comes through the man's your human's voice. That's with you, and then it's like you hear a little bit through it there's whatever you say there's a Vom, there's a door, go up kind of stuff, right? It's it's really disturbing to hear a human voice do static, but it's perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's like this weird magic.
It at the end of each of your telepathic sounds, it clicks, like it's a walkie-talkie.
When you start saying over after each one.
Yeah.
You don't have to
do say over.
It's what it sounds like.
It's great.
Cool.
Host voice from a human radio. All right.
So, folks who are not cat,
Yeah.
do we have to bring this person back alive?
Not as far as I care, I don't think.
You can eliminate with extreme prejudice.
Yeah.
Your mission, should you choose to accept.
In the serious pages of the Grudge book?
Oh yeah, no. I hold up my Grudge book, and there's a drawing. So the serious version of this is it's some kind of abstract thing that kind of when you look at it the right way shows this missile silo and
Come on.
indicates the target. But I just keep on imagining it as a crayon drawing of
Part
Sidova in the and a big X, and she's got the crossed out eyes, and there's a I don't know, my hammer going knocking her head off or something. Like, yeah, it's like a Calvin and Hobbes drawing.
Yeah.
It's
very highbrow.
Yeah.
And the orange.
So yeah, no.
So if we could like bring the whole thing down, that wouldn't bother you at all.
Yeah. Herodotus is like, just burn it to the ground, collapse it in, leave her skeleton to rot. I don't care.
Is there a missile in the silo, Eric?
Yeah. Yes. There's steams. It's to us who are clever cinematic people who have seen movies before. It's doing pre-launch cycles.
Mm-hmm.
So hisses, whirs, something is delaying it, probably because it's old as hell. Trying to figure out what's going on. But who knows how much time you have? But it's certainly there.
Talk to us about controls in the missile launch bay area, like big red buttons and really dangerous "do not touch this" kind of levers and pulleys and stuff.
Oh, in the mission control area?
In the place where we are.
Oh, yeah, in the place where you're at is a lot more like safety of like stay away from the railings kind of stuff.
Yeah, because we're fairly high up, right? Like
Yeah.
the control stuff's going to be over where Sonova is.
Yeah, it's about 30 feet down.
There's no emergency like, hey, there's somebody in the launch bay. Please don't launch right now, so we're going to shut everything down button.
No, there's no button like that. But I would only presume that there are fire suppression units here and stuff that could be, possibly active or not.
Worth a shot.
Depends on how much they've got this place working again.
I'm just really curious, Adam, if you were designing a missile silo, would you put something on the relative outside of it that let people keep it from firing?
Well, it's not the outside. If you've got somebody in the silo,
Okay.
your security is busted. So you probably would rather have emergency failsafe stops
Sure.
than
Fair
emergency
enough.
failsafe goes, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, so I like your angle here that like we can try to take advantage of the systems that should be controlling this, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that.
Umberta, what do you know about hacking into missile silos?
They covered this a lot in the Wastelands. This is every
long time ago, my grandfather showed me a story on a magnetic tape. It was a labeled 007. There was a missile in it, and you're supposed to. Well, really, you just drink a lot and talk with a strange accent, seduce a few people. I want to see if I can jack in, dagnabbit. And I'm going to quote the movie Hackers and say, you got to take the back door when hacking heavy metal. So, like, yeah, I'm going to break into the missile silo.
Okay. These systems are, I mean, for the time they were built, were supposed to be secure. It's unknown. Yeah. It's unknown the state of things. Ostensibly, some parts of them are still working. So to hack in is going to require access points. It's not just like anything on a wall anywhere.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be like Eric has like taken every like password from every 80s and 90s movie and like we have to figure out which ones work. So I'm like, my voice is my passport, and it's just like, no, machine guns come out. Yeah. So
I mean, so I'm wondering, okay, so aside from straight up hacking it, is there a way that we can get some kind of failsafe to kick in or something? Like, what are the failure modes here that would abort a launch is kind of what I'm hoping for, and then we can try to make one of those happen.
Like we could, damaging the missile, I would assume. If you damage the missile enough, it at least won't leave the silo, and then we can get the hell out of here.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say,
no, hit it.
if there's a like a pressure plate or something where the doors, the doors open, so there's probably a switch over there. If you flip it to the other way, it'll think the doors are closed and it won't fire the missile into the doors. That's probably like a basic one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
All right, I'm gonna climb up there and I'm gonna try to trick a switch.
I'm gonna help you by helping, like boosting your leg and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. This will be a strength check.
Awesome. Strength is my best.
Yeah. Basically, you have to like these doors are huge, right? And
Yeah,
so
I
like
totally
the
get
idea to trick this switch is then they're made to go with these doors. So yeah, you're basically using you have to pry your extreme strength.
I'm gonna
here.
She-Hulk this. I got this.
Yeah.
But I'm helping.
I failed. I'm dangling. Oh no.
I'm looking for some advantage here.
Oh, do I get advantage?
Well, so first, are you a rogue?
No, I'm a warrior.
So I'm trying to help. Is what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna help him climb up there. I'm gonna yank on his legs if he needs some pressure, or if she needs some pressure.
And I've got my hammer, which is basically a big lever. Like I'm in there trying to like.
Yeah, we are
help as
100%
well.
on this plan, Eric. If we can get Ember to some advantage.
So I'm really hesitant
I'm
to
okay
give
with
it.
failing.
I think it's a fail here. It's really like a one-person job to get up. Like this isn't made to be multiple people can get up there. It's too many cooks in the kitchen scenario.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Mickey and the Beanstalk. I got him. Stepping on Goofy's face.
Right.
Donald's trapped in Jello. I got it.
But on the
So-
plus side, you didn't get cursed this time.
Yeah. Just splattered. What happens when I fail?
Right. So what happens is the lever seems to work. It switches, and all of a sudden the lights of inside this interior switch from red to white, and they flicker, and you see several bulbs kind of just like pop and explode from the surging, and then you hear the sounds of like the alarms going like whoop 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 whoop. And then like all of the lights glow even like brighter, and then you can kind of see like the Judica like seeing through the smoky, quasi-opaque, transparent lights, like wiping it out, like, and you just see her mouth the word "fuck," you know, and she looks at the Vohm, and the Vohm's like. As it's trying to like go faster, and you see the lights, so it's like trying to fight the auto load switch now again, and yeah.
Well, while all of their attention is taken, can we camera switch back?
Yeah, exactly. No, we switch back. This you have no idea. Do you have does your telepathy work both ways, Jim, or do you have no idea that they tried that?
I have no idea. It literally just says feline telepathy.
Right.
I couldn't find anything. I think it's like one of those defined per game kind of things,
Sure,
maybe.
right. So here's what I would say. Because of the noise, and because we spoke about the interference and the sounds of the alarms, to hear what's going on and not having to repeat yourself and still be stealthy here, you can hear it, but that requires you to being loud, being like, I can't hear you, kind of thing, right? And you get a chance to be noticed. You could do that. Or you can try to make an intelligence check to try to decipher this thing. That's your telepathy, like trying to understand what's being said. Second of all, right? Or
I mean,
yeah.
I think that I'm not going to give myself away. So I'll, listen. I understand it really well. We're in sync, in touch. I know what she means. I'll make the intelligence check and
Okay.
hope for the best. Trust to feline arrogance.
Okay. Intelligence.
All right. Here we go.
Success.
Boom.
Nice.
Yes. The bond between cat and human is unbreakable.
So strong.
So
strong. It's beautiful, really.
Perfect. So you know what, that they were trying to do this, and this is kind of okay, and you know that now your group has been discovered. You individually have not been discovered.
Right. Okay. So I'm making my way towards control.
Yeah,
and
the door's open. Imagine
Okay.
sort of like your classic like NASA like archway, or like submarine kind of door thing, right? It's
I'm looking for
with
anything
a
that's blinking
circle
lights.
on it. Yeah, right. It's wide open, and you can see inside. You can see like from here, you can see the Magistera who, or like it's like one room or one little tiny like break room to stop things, and then on the other side is a sealed door, and in there is the Magistera and control.
Does the door just look shut, or does it look barred and barricaded and the like?
It does look shut.
Okay. I'm gonna
A little panel near it.
I'm going to like a panel, like a control panel or like keypad kind of thing, like small
Keypad,
sort of.
yeah.
Does it look broken?
It does. It looks like it has like a Doc Ock and went into it.
Okay. All right. They Star Wars'd it. Can't open it. All right. So I'm looking for cracks in the ceiling, the floor, just a quick scan. And if not, I might find a way to go through that window. I don't know yet.
Vents. Yes. There's
Vents.
underfloor vents.
Yes, vents. Yeah. Ooh, yes. Vents. I will. Is it am I able to pry one off? I'll find a small lever if I need to.
No, yeah, it's just a small little like AC vent that you're even gonna have to like slink down for a cat, right? Imagine like the size of a brick, vent on the floor. Yeah, for airflow. Yeah, you have to try to pry that out.
Okay, let's do this. And Jaguar's going to pry it out and do his best to slink through. Good thing that he doesn't have all that bulky hair that he used to have. And
you can hear the sounds of frustration coming from inside the room. It's super muffled, right? But you definitely hear its anger.
Ooh, okay. So I have a ventriloquism ability. Is that a similar sort of like? Can I just use it with? I mean, how do I use it? I feel like it's the only way he has a voice. Is this like sometimes Erna talks like him instead of her?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if maybe with magic and flux, if I could cast it out, if I could sort of like use another mouth nearby, if maybe I can get a peek in the room through a vent and remain unseen.
You mean like a clairvoyance thing?
No, I'm talking like if I can get to a place where I can actually see the room through the vent, and then just like a
talk
creep
through the vent.
Yeah, peep through the thing, and then like maybe see if I can't use like a Vome's mouth to speak, or can I attempt to speak out of the mouth of the Roper Vome as if I've taken control of it?
Ooh, I like that a lot. That will require you to get into the vents, though.
Okay. All right. Well, I will do that. Oh, yes. I have not actually gotten in the vents. Getting ahead of myself. All right. I'm going to try to get in the vents.
Mm-hmm. Let's see the roll.
Oh, that's right.
Probably dexterity to finesse it.
All right. And I brute. No, I don't want to brute force my way in.
You could strength it. Yeah.
I don't want to make any noise. I am trying to be stealthy. Subtlety. Come on, Jaguar.
Hey.
There we go. All right.
Awesome. Yeah. So you get in. We have those small with that dex test. You get in. The vent breaks off just a little bit, slides down. You put it down. You try to jimmy it back in. You go in. You go on the vents, kind of on your belly. You go through the fan that's not working, and then you kind of like climb yourself up to the next little level of the vent systems. And yeah, lo and behold, there's another one of those little tiny little vents there going into the control room.
Yeah.
You can see through the little slits, and so you have the shot of your cat face with the slits like shadowing it as you're like doing your telepathy ventriloquism.
Yeah.
So you want to try to manipulate the Roper?
Yeah, I wanted to. If it has like a Vox caster or a whatever kind of.
To speak. Yeah, it probably does.
Something like that, similar to what it was like with Erna. It would be a creepy sort of thing. But I want to say something like I don't know. We'll see what comes out of my mouth depending on the roll.
Hey.
You cannot fail today.
So good.
This would be such a different episode if you would fail.
Well, it was last time I.
Okay. Or where it matters.
He's forgotten about that.
We're here where it matters. Okay.
It doesn't
yes.
Matter. So yeah, it's something like he said like maybe you heard the static echo through the silo at some point. He starts off with just a shriek of a tomcat, right? Just a. I'm not going to do it. Just like I've got control of your creature. and I'm going to never get the treasure or prize that's within this tomb or something like that. You know, he'll try to give it up. He's hurt humans.
So everyone hears this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah, I want everybody. I want it to boom throughout the silo. I want it to freak them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Is your? I think without rolling, I think that would absolutely freak them out. Right.
I'm dressed into pure bravado right now.
Totally. And I think one of her assistants here, that's not the Vome, is like, is that the spirit? Is that the spirit of this place? What? I told you this place was haunted. I told you it was haunted. There's ultras here, man. I'm freaking out. And she's like, silence. It's gonna be okay. And she's like flustered. She's flummoxed for the moment here.
All right. Is it still my scene?
Yeah. So she wants to know what your demands are, right?
Leave my holy tomb undisturbed.
I've worked too hard, Spirit, to come here. I've betrayed too much.
Fool's quest, then. My knowledge brings nothing but ruin.
Ruin is exactly what we want, Spirit. Use your anger on our enemies.
My divine anger is too much for a mortal like you. You must back away lest it consume you and be destroyed to oblivion.
Charisma check with advantage.
All right.
Also, thank you, role players, for showing up with the amazing 30% rate. It's awesome.
Awesome. Yes. All right. Let's see if my luck holds. Big 6.
All right.
My
Charisma.
It'll be fine.
Oh my god! That was a 1?
Ooh, that is a crit. Oh my god.
That is a crit. What?
Thank you very much, Dice Gods.
Okay, I mean,
Remember
yes.
last week where I didn't succeed at a roll? I just want to throw that out for
What the hell, Jim?
Round.
Yeah, I mean, the Adjudica's gonna buy this hook, line, and sinker, man.
All right.
She's going to stop. She's gonna order the Vome to stop its controls and say, "Release yourselves. The spirit was a bad idea." But everyone's like, but we sacrificed so much. It's like, yeah, but this is the spirit. What do you want me to do? This is it. You know, I'm not dying for this, and we're supposed to get rich. So yeah, they're gonna look around, and the Vome's is going to finally, you know, we see like the telepathic connection. We see the subtext underneath it, right? And it's like, but my freedom remains in jeopardy. Like, I don't give a fuck about your freedom. Like, we have a machine spirit, and you haven't gotten rid of it. And so that was not in the system. It's not detected in any software. You know, it's like, it just spoke. So you tell me, Vome, you tell me, you're the one not doing your job. And they're like arguing about each other right now, right?
I'm gonna move.
Yeah. You're gonna try to slink out of here?
If I can see another vent, I might try to, like, you know, like over here in the corner. I might see if I can my way there. Otherwise, it's a scoot and shoot or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you can totally try to go through these other vents. You just don't know where they lead.
I will anything to not like stick around in the same place.
Right. You're trying to get out of here by the means of the vents, and so we'll cut from there to everyone else. Right. So it looks like things have been happening inside this missile silo, y'all. What do you want to do?
We did it, folks.
Yeah.
We're the best.
Works every time.
That was pretty amazing.
Just negotiated down. Yeah.
So what kind of exits do we think there are out of here? Are we going to be able to catch them on the way out?
There has to be another entrance, right? They didn't use this entranceway, right? They also didn't climb through the missile silos, right?
Sure.
Ostensibly.
And we have a couple of not so nice people outside, I believe.
Yeah, you got a bunch of angry gorilla Vomes. You get 2.
Oh yeah.
That was a problem for Future Us, but today is Future Us.
Oh man, past us are jerks.
Right?
I don't know. Future current Jim Cat is amazing. Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah. So the four of you, technically, they said they gave their word, and it's gonna be that they're stopping. The lights have gone from red alarm back to that cool white yellow.
I mean, I'd feel better if we took some action to make sure that they are still stuck. Like, because the minute they find this cat hanging around, I'm kind of worried that they're like, oh, well, back to what we were doing. But I also feel like Jagular is the only one who is close enough to do much about it. Like, I don't think us going down in there is going to do anything.
We could tell them that we're ghost hunters and that we're known to get rid of spirits if they
We
clear
could be
out.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, we're Ghostbusters. And
Oh
then
my god, okay, I'm totally sold. I take back everything I said. I am totally ready for this to be Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters cross Scooby-Doo's cross Ocean's 11 is what.
Yeah, so we got to get them to pay us to exterminate this place of ghosts. They wait outside. We do what we got to do in here.
Oh, this is such a horrible idea. I really want to do it.
I mean, they're your sworn
Somebody else roll
enemies,
for
so
it.
it's gonna be
I'm in. Who's better at convincing people than me? Because it's.
I have pretty
Oh
high.
yeah, no, I'm horrible at convincing people, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check my character sheet. Oh yeah, I'm even worse than I remembered. Yeah, is any of us going to have any chance to convince them that we're Ghostbusters?
Amberta's got an average chance.
Yeah, I have a 11 charisma.
I can disguise myself as a Ghostbuster.
All you gotta do is believe in yourself, guys. I had a 6. Come
I'm
on.
not sure if that's
Well,
really
I,
usually
a couple things that go in my. I am a ruined scavenger as my background. I know this, and it's I have a lineage in this. Gosh, where's Lockloin would have been much better at this than us. The fact that he has no charisma, but he kind of was a Ghostbuster. But
I'm glowing from UV radiation still, so like we certainly have the spirit / ghost thing going on.
yeah, I want to barge
I mean,
in there.
let's try it. This is too fun an idea to pass up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I love any Ghostbusters riff, and plus it accomplishes the goal that we actually want of getting in there and doing some. Like, it's great that we've stopped them from what they were doing, but we kind of need some more thorough sabotage than just like, don't do things.
Yeah, I think so. I pull out. I put my weapons away and I pull out a small waxy jade statue of an octopus man, and I've got my cape on and a big oversized moon-shaped coin in my other hand, kind of my ghost equipment, and I'm just glowing. But I'm backing up Amberta in whatever discussion is going to happen here.
Yeah, and I'm actually playing down my Decapolitan stuff. I'm trying to kind of hide. Like, I've got my hammer slung across my back somehow, and like my book of grudges is in my bag, and I'm holding the weirdest things that I have, which is my translucent dinner plate sized force disc, my vial of widow's tears, so I can see some food. I'm here to bust some ghosts.
Yeah, I'm basically coming in Egon Spanglering. It's like, all right, we're tracking down a Omega Phantom of the fourth kind. What do you got? Any Flying Dutchman in here? That's a famous one.
right. Cool.
Oh, go ahead.
Like mold spores and fungi.
No, it sounds like a plan. So we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're trying this.
Yeah.
We're
I mean,
barging.
it's a plan. He didn't say it was a good plan. He just said it was a plan, which is technically true.
We've been tracking it for 6 weeks now across the Ultraviolet Grassland.
Jagular gets to watch this from the vents, looking down. Okay. Yeah. So there is the brief chance of skirmish as you cross paths with them, but you talk them down. It starts becoming clear that you are actually here to parlay about a ghost problem, and So
incorporeal beings, we like to call them.
Sure.
Or ghosts. We also call them.
Right. So and it's Amberta who's leading it.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay. Right. So you Spangler it. You tell us we got the Type 4 Ultra.
Well, Type 4 Ultra Phantom.
Yeah.
It's a nasty one too.
Well, what? Okay.
We need you to clear out while we exercise this tomb. It'll be ready for use probably. We'll try to have a quick turnaround. We hate to inconvenience you, with all your missile launches and stuff going on.
It might only take us a week though.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're lucky. If we
We're
rush.
pretty quick.
Charisma
Gotta charge
test.
it.
This is desperate.
Critical success.
What a critical success! Are you kidding me?
What?
What are we even
Get
playing?
out of my
What is-
house!
what
Out of
is
this
even
tomb!
happening? What is
You
this
contaminate it!
game? What even is this game? How do you even? How do I explain this to somebody?
I mean, so like to be fair, you don't have to go beyond what is like plausibly an outcome here. But I think this buys us some even if they're just humoring us, to spring a trap or something.
Oh come on, man.
Yeah.
Don't take this from us.
They don't know who we are. We're coming in. They heard ghosts. They got spooked out, and we're just like, we'll take care of it for you. We're dashing.
So,
Although Stage is right, they are totally just like they get like 2 miles down the road. They're like, wait a second.
Don't steal it from yourself, man.
yeah, I think you bought until they get outside.
They're just gonna turn back around.
Yeah.
That's like a half an hour though, right? Because it'll take them a while to get out the maze, realize, come back in.
Yeah. So in other words, you have about 15 minutes.
We can handle that. That's enough time to blow everything up, right?
I hope so.
So,
so.
Two bodyguards, the Judica. Oops, sorry. Two bodyguards, the Judica and the Vome, as well as the Vome parrot, also leaves.
Solid. All right, now what?
Okay, you have 15 minutes of free reign. What do you do?
Let's go in there and turn the thing on and make it blow up right here.
Yeah. So I'm looking for anything half moon shaped.
Exactly. I'm just thinking this entire time again. So like the earlier shot of Buck going through the window at you all, I just imagine Jugula being like, "What the fuck? This is working too?" Like like from the vent as well. Right? Yeah. So you're looking around. There's clear as day. There is totally a half moon shaped like imprint the key card type scenario here. One part, in fact, it's almost like a Pokeball where it's like two halves of the crescent around it with like sort of like a button in the middle. The bottom crescent has been in there, and they've been trying to like figure out a way to hack to, they don't have your key.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like they were trying to jimmy it.
Okay. Is their half still in it?
Yeah.
They were trying to gym it.
Oh, well, if their half is still in it, I make a beeline for the other half. I have no idea what I'm doing, but
Do it.
I would love to launch it without harming it at the Violet City and let the wizards figure it out.
Most Jim Davis solution in the world.
Okay.
That's what I like. I don't want it to go it'll still be a missile, right? But hopefully the ball part of it won't go off.
War is good for business.
Toast them while they're down there.
How are you sure that it's not going to do that?
I don't. I'm trusting to feline arrogance. And that the magic of the ancients will reveal itself in due course.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a player alongside Jim in more games. This is like double shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
This is triple shenanigans at this point.
So you're all here, and this is a room that none of you have ever been in before, and like even in your wildest dreams, in terms of the Ancient One's powers.
I mean, so my reasoning is like he's been told, we need this. Don't let it fall into the wrong hands, and don't let it be destroyed. Right. I don't know how to move a big missile. It has its own propulsion system. They're wizards. They'll figure it out.
Right.
Eric, are you on the starting soon screen on the stream?
No.
Okay.
I don't
That's
think
what I
so.
see on mine.
No, I have it in a tab. We seem to be
Okay.
fine.
I hope not. This preview's been lying to me this whole time.
Okay. Yeah, I just
Oh.
refreshed. I think it
Thanks.
might have switched over back and forth at some point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weird. Maybe
Looks
it was
good now.
Okay. Okay. So, just setting the scene here. Everyone's kind of looking around, wondering at this, and then in the foreground and in the background, we see this albino cat holding a huge little crescent moon jump on an old stool and put it in this circle, a half circle, and press the middle button.
Yep.
And then everyone hears like the lights and more sounds around you all, and you're like, and then you start hearing the actual missile like begin to ignite as it's doing like the final pre-parts. Like you have the final part to launch it.
Yeah,
None of you have touched anything.
What's going on? Is
Yeah.
there any kind of light that's blinking? Maybe a button or a thing?
To see where it's like its
I'm
destination.
looking for the arcane rune for harm or bad magic. You know, like whatever that. What do they call it in? I'm rambling at this point. Yeah, it's just anything that might seem like it's important. He's gonna touch a shiny.
Well, what's everyone? Sure.
Oh, sorry.
The issue is that might interfere with what everyone else is doing. As far as you all are aware, this is Judic's plans are working, and then you feel like maybe this was the reason why she was leaving, like, or possibly. I'm not saying that's what you think, but like, it looks like the missile's about to launch. You turn around, the cat's right there.
So I get my spray bottle out and start squirting it. Right?
Bad cat, don't
doesn't
launch
work.
the SCBM. Right? I don't know. I feel like you all are very blasé about this. What's this?
No, I think, oh gosh, if I'm not riding that missile out of here, I either need to get away from a blast radius or get out of here somehow.
I mean, yeah, I think. Geez, what do we do with a launching missile? There's got to be some. I still like the figure out some kind of safety thing, but I'm not sure what to do. What to hit with my hammer? That'll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so here's an idea I had. If at some point they need to put up like a like scaffolding or like steps or like a ladder on it to do work on it, there's probably hooks on the side where there would be faults where it could tell that the scaffolding's attached to it and it won't launch at their scaffolding. So that's another possible fail point that I was thinking.
Sure, yeah. Can we get something connected there that'll make it think it still has scaffolding attached? I like that idea.
We could stand on each other's shoulders.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm
So
looking for a targeting thing while this is all going on.
okay. So yes, there is definitely a targeting computer that seems to be just all old, and it looks to be like an old atlas of some kind that's really out of date, or like a quasi globe inside of a console. Outside the windows, you can see all of the spraying like air and CO2 like tubes that are like popping off of this missile as it's getting ready to launch. If someone wants to go out there and try to put the one that's closest to in your level back into the missile, that might work.
can I see one that hasn't popped off yet?
Yes.
They're
run towards coming from the bottom, so you have to run towards it to get it before it does.
Yeah. I run towards one of these like whatever fueling venting tubes that's popping off. Run towards the closest one that I can find still attached and try to hammer it in so that it's like stuck on there and will not come loose.
Sure.
And I'm about to die in a fireball, but like, good way to go out. What am I rolling something?
Yeah, it seems like a strength check, right? To make sure it doesn't
Good.
get there.
That's kind of what I was hoping. Yes.
Oh my god.
I actually get a success, but not one of the crits that are going around tonight.
Okay. Well, it gets to that one, and there's that moment, and it doesn't pop off. It just goes balloons out, right? Like, because it's trying to break off, and so instead of all of the wiring stuff just, but it's stuck there. There's several like internal command alarms where they're like, green, red.
Nice.
right? And then over at the arming or the tactical display, you know, that's Vesh is over there. Yeah, Vesh, you're looking at like an old atlas, you know, an old like picture of Earth from the 50s.
I recognize anything useful?
No, nothing looks like this at all.
Of course. There's not like a blinking dot that is our missile silo or anything.
No.
Of course not. Hey, Kat, where do you want this thing to actually go?
I mean, hopefully it's not going anymore, but
I mean, if Ern is still there, I'll communicate through her to, you know, my intentions. Hopefully, the Violet City and it doesn't explode.
Well, where is that?
Oh, east.
Of where?
Here.
Here, point it out to me.
Oh, it's next to the left.
I hit it.
Okay. You just set it to what you hope is the Violet City.
That's right. I do
Make a luck test for me.
A luck. That's charisma, yeah.
Yeah, charisma.
Oh.
It's not going to be good.
Can't watch.
Oh!
Oh my God, you succeeded.
wow.
Okay,
Next session
we
is
don't-
going to be so bad.
We don't know this, but you did somehow pick the rough vicinity of somewhere in the Violet City.
Solid.
That's all it takes. Yeah, that's all. That fulfills my class requirement.
Okay, what are they doing out there on the missile? And why are all these lights red?
Oh, there must be I don't know, an alarm rune. I think it's probably something's gone wrong. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the launch, or if it goes off, it doesn't blow us all up.
Yeah, I may have just doomed us all, so my bad.
Right.
I'll take the rap.
Can I see the thing that's attached to the side of the missile?
Yes.
I mean, if somebody gives me the thumbs up or whatever, I'll try and pry it back off. Probably fail that roll.
I would relay that.
A little tiny human hand thumbs up.
I was about to say, like, the cat doesn't give the thumbs up, because I know one thing cats don't have.
No.
No, these do.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Any furry thumb.
Okay. So Herodotus is standing there kind of like metaphorically wiping the sweat from his brow. And then he sees that like you guys seem to have this under control and give him like the thumbs up, and he like comes back over and is like, eh? And I think he like loops the hammer around the tube and just like yanks on it and then hightails it back out.
Yeah. The light inside the alarm rune goes green.
Solid.
Right.
Nice.
Get out of the blast radius.
Go. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Okay. It takes off.
Oh no!
This is gone.
Okay, Jaguar, we need
blinding
that
white
here.
light, huge smoke and fire. Everything in this room that you're around is like covered in smoke. You're not harmed or anything by it, but it's just full of smoke. Cut to outside, cut back to like the last Sarai, and let me see like this thin little pencil in the distance, like shooting up bright light.
Okay, that's somebody else's problem as well now. So how do we get out of here without meeting our doom?
Yeah, the satraps are like, the prophecy.
It's pretty clear we can't go out the way we came in.
We also can't go out the way that the other people came in, because that's going to be a bad idea too, I feel.
I still want to be able for
Oh, we could have just hopped right on that rocket that just left. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
what's
thought about it.
His idea?
Yeah.
Um,
I just want to ride that rocket. I want artwork of that. But
yeah.
Well, I would think what we're gonna do is we will go to our break, actually,
Oh, that's a good
after
time.
successfully launching the missile. All right, so come back and we'll figure out how to get out of here.
I wonder how many experience points the last Sarai is going to be worth when it explodes.
No, it was the Violet City. It's the Violet City
Worth
that's
nothing
getting
if
it.
you're dead.
I don't know if it's going to make it that far.
What's the luck? We'll see in a little bit. I'll ask him to make a charisma check. Pretty sure it's not armed. Pretty sure it's not armed.
That's fine.
Who
It'll
knows? I
just
hope.
crash into a building. It'll be fine. Anyways, think about that as you get some water, stretch your legs as we go to our little 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for enjoying the break. I've been trying to figure out what's going on with my drop frames, but it looks like everything's fine. No one has complained, so I appreciate that. But yeah, it turns out there's nothing I can do about it.
Oh well.
I think it'll be fine. Anyways, yeah, so a missile just launched, right? A short range or intercontinental range, we're not really sure, launched out of a silo towards the Violet City. Thanks to you all. And
We did it, folks.
We did it.
the hard part
job
here
here is
now
done.
is that your cart and your donkey are currently outside with a evil conspiratorial wizard and their foam companions.
Sounds like a problem.
I like that.
You're safe for a moment down here, but I'm pretty sure they don't like that the missile launched. And you're probably not going to be safe for much longer. What do you do?
Well, part of it now just wants to smash the controls, and
I think that's actually not a bad
So-
idea.
So nobody launches the other missile?
presumably, I don't know what it does to the missile. Presumably, once the missile, I don't know. I just knew I had this, and I saw that other one, and I saw the thing, and I did it, and I hoped that it would go east. And he just I'm just a cat. And I think that maybe smashing them is kind of a good idea.
You pushed it off the table, and when it's shattered on the ground, you're like,
If you
I'm
didn't
just
want
a
me to
cat.
push it off the table, why did you leave it next to the edge?
Mhm.
Like, come on. Anyway, I could get out by the air ducts, but I don't want to leave you guys in the lurch.
What a
So,
nice
Yeah,
guy.
you totally could.
and so, out of game. Quick question: I have somewhere written down on my character sheet something about a map, but I think that's the one Zadova stole, not like anything that I've seen, right?
Right. It's kind of the map towards this place. It's not really the map of the internals of the compound.
In that case, if we know they went one way, we should just try the other way. Even if it's like we can't get necessarily back that way, we'd have to cross through the Mercury. But the silo's still open, right?
Yeah.
So if it's still open, we can get down that way. I mean, that's what I think. That way, at least we don't run into them. Hopefully.
It's a plan.
Yeah.
And so far, all of our plans today have gone swimmingly. So let's just go with the first plan that comes to our mind, I think.
Okay. Yeah,
Unless somebody has a better plan.
I'm
I'm good
all
at this.
ears.
Okay. Then it's going to be there's no climbing checks here to get out of this. All I need is a simple who's sort of leading the way here, and I just need a charisma check from them.
Simple. And Berta went up all the way to the top to do
Oh, and
that
Berta-
thing,
yeah.
right? Yeah, so that makes the most sense.
So yeah, that does make sense. Grant, can you make a charisma check for me, please? To show this is your fortune of how lucky you are doing this.
May I? All right. Success.
Oh my god. Okay, it's literally. I don't know. Okay, just for the record, y'all. Besides your original door close, you have not failed a single roll.
No. Yeah, it's really stressing me out.
We've only rolled higher than 10 twice
You
today.
literally Benny Hilled. Oh my
Yeah.
god, Sadova, right? Who are coming the other way as you are leaving, in literally perfect timing because your charisma. Just
Did
divine.
we see their
luck.
ride?
You already saw it. It's sunk into the Mercury.
Oh, that's right. Oh. Okay. And ours was kind of hidden in the reeds, if I remember, or something.
I mean, it's not
Oh.
really hidden. It's a giant wagon.
It's a wagon and a mule.
It's like a Conestoga wagon.
Yeah.
Comrade
basically.
Vesh knows to keep their mouth shut, but who knows?
Okay. All right. Listen, we gotta leave. We shouldn't stick around. They're gonna be mad.
The wagon's still cocked. Vesh is in it. The donkey.
Mhm.
Oh my.
Make like a an ancient legendary tree,
Hmm.
and get out of here.
Okay. Awesome. Well, you're able to get away. You make cut to the canyons. You all need to travel out of here with your supplies.
Yeah, about that. I am not sure if we actually have any supplies left.
Oh,
Oh, that's great.
I mean, it's only like 4 days back, right? The last arrival.
Oh, you're right. No, it
Is-
is. It's about 4 days.
Well, I
then
think it was a full week.
Then I just need a simple.
We have 7 left. Sweet.
Oh, you have 7. Okay, then you'll be okay.
Mhm.
The only thing I was missing something. Let me check my notes real quick. 1 second. Needed. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right. I needed one more misfortune roll. That's all. On the way out of here.
That's
what I
all.
needed.
Oh,
this
is that
this
all?
gonna be the one that we bomb.
Yeah, Sage, I think this is up for you.
Remind me what we roll for misfortune.
Charisma. Just pick whichever is the lowest number on your page, and it's probably right.
No, that'd be my wisdom.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
So about that
real?
missile,
yeah,
love it.
I told you all it was coming.
wasn't it heading the same direction as we are?
Perfect. A
No.
day out.
Well, yes and no.
As soon as Eric says, "All I need is," that was
Yeah. Okay. So it's a critical fumble.
Nice.
Oh, that's easy. That rumbling is back. As that worm is coming, following the scent of jet fuel or rocket fuel
No.
coming here. It's probably going to make a lair in that burrow, or at least try to break into it, and do what it does. So, coming around the corner of the canyons and stuff comes this giant, huge whale-sized worm. Just it looks super excited, and it's gonna barrel right past in through you.
Mm.
What do you do?
I get out of the way. I jump. Leap.
No. Dexterity, brace for impact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to
totally. I'm going to brace the
roll.
wagon.
Yeah. The hard part here is the wagon's in danger, right? Like that's
Evasive maneuvers.
Great. Yeah, evasing. Yeah. Okay.
Invasive maneuvers. Okay.
All right.
Can I dex chest that?
Dex from everybody.
I feel like this
Dex.
is a delicate task.
It's not a delicate task.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, I think I'm dead.
Oh no, not for me.
Well, I got my evasive going
Yes.
It's not a fumble.
Okay. Right. Okay. So let me do. All right. For everyone who failed, you're going to take 8 damage of the debris of just this huge wake of rock and debris that gets kicked your way as a micro sandstorm from this worm's wake gets thrashed into you all as it's
And if I have an
crawling.
armored dice, I can use that to negate this.
Yes,
To
you
get
can.
one of the
pretty much have
dice.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do we like?
It's
How-
one of
is
the
it
die.
the same
It's
day?
one of the dice, right?
This would be considered the same day.
Oh, okay, cool.
With a fumble, it's the same day.
Gotcha. All right.
So yeah, I use up my last of my thick hide armor dice, and yeah, I'm now down to no armor dice and 3 hit points.
It'll be fine.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay, wonderful.
I think I might be in a bad spot because I only have 5 hit points and I don't think I have any armor dice left. And so I have to take 8. And
Oh, cat,
that's
no.
Oh,
Out of action.
You go out of action.
Okay, out of action.
And in the black hat, out of action means you roll a d6, I believe.
When we're all done, did we escape as part of that
Yeah,
thing?
it's not sticking around. It's going towards the old silo.
It's a D6 in my book.
Yeah,
Ooh,
For out of action.
6 is not good.
6 is the
That's
character is
dead.
dead.
6 is good night. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god! So there's are you serious? This whole game, and that's how you die?
That's how he goes out.
This whole time,
That's how
and
it
that's
goes
what
out.
happens? So
He's like-
no, you have some dying words. You totally have some dying words here.
Mhm.
Of course.
Like, what is this like? What the hell?
All right, so he, the boat, everything rocks, and Herodotus is like jostled around, and he looks like he's taken a nasty hit, and maybe Erna is also jostled around as we get out of the way. But it's like we pull over. There's, everybody's like checking themselves. Herodotus is all right. Okay, is Erna all right? All right. Jaguar's not there, and you got to search for him. And it takes maybe, I don't know, too long until you find him. And he's like, it's not good because, he has 8. He's only got 5. He was crushed underneath the rocks. After so much daring and bravado in the silo, his luck finally ran out. And he looks at the rest of the group and he's just like, well, I think that I'm glad I came out here. But I just don't have it in me to do this anymore. This is a real, I'm albino. And I don't even have hair anymore. And I think I lost all my 9 lives in there. So Erna, don't cry. Just bury me out back.
No way, we're gonna keep you in the Mercury, and you're gonna be out on a
I was
stick.
gonna say, Mama find me and turn me into a lich. Actually,
Hurrah! All right.
send me back to the college so they can mummify me and turn me into a lich.
For my own heart here, can there be a small scene between you and Herodotus, who were reluctantly bound together in this diplomatic mission?
Yes.
And this is your buddy, your reluctant buddy.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about my mission at the time, Herodotus.
Yeah, I think Herodotus has a hard time finding the words. Oh man, I keep on just trying to say like you were a good cat or something, and that is totally not the right thing to say. I think Herodotus is like stone-faced and trying to find something that he can actually say, and it's just like you did your part. Thank you.
There can be peace between our peoples.
Oh gosh, he's really caught off guard. He's like, I hope so. I hope so.
He lays a tiny cat paw on Herodotus' thumb.
Oh.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Is it the cat paw or is it the little human hand?
It's like, well, his left hand's is a human one, right? So
Right.
it's the
Little cat paw, yeah. Little, I don't know, human hand on top of it.
I was sure. I wish I had
Little
tiny
beans on
hands. I don't have them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Not on brand.
And they're dead, just like that.
Oh man.
It was
Yeah,
so good.
that's badass. I know. I that is so awesome. To crit, to skate through that entire thing scot free and be trampled. And
Oh, fumble. Oh my god, this.
Yes. There you go. That's the cat hand right there.
Oh. So you're gonna make it back to the last Sarai, and what's the? Is it pretty somber? Do we care? You know that Jaguar died in duty. How's everyone feel here? Is this like normal? Is this?
I mean,
You know.
I'm resisting the urge to eat the cat that died. I mean, it's just,
save the bones and the heart in my brain.
yeah. We'll see about that. No, it was. Yeah, I mean, gosh.
Does your human
As
wake up
a
transfixed?
player, obviously.
Oh yeah, what happens to your human now?
Well, I mean, like Erna has.
No, I gotta take care of her.
First off, Erna doesn't know how to do shit. Like
Yeah.
she's a sweet person, but has never had to make a decision for herself her entire life.
Yeah, I mean, you can just play Erna for the rest of the game today.
Totally.
But like, yeah, Erna, you don't have an owner anymore. You're a human without an owner.
Yeah.
You have no cat.
Aren't we all? Aren't
Right.
we all?
Right.
You
can
need to
ask
get some
Donkey Beck,
adopted.
she'll make
You put up an
that
adoption
better.
for a cat.
Oh,
Erna
What
for
if-
sale.
There was a
what
violence.
if in the last moment he transferred his consciousness to Erna, and now he has to live as a human?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I don't know. You died.
That is.
know.
I do.
You
I also.
you
like-
died.
I actually find it like a human who used to be a cat's mouthpiece and is now on their own a more interesting character than
That's true as well.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting thing. I like, as Grant would attest, I like it when mind swaps, things like that.
This was
It's
all
like,
just backstory for your real character.
That's
Absolutely.
right. That's right.
It's Erna's time to shine, you know. I think she's genuinely sad and is a little scared, but also she's been present for the whole thing. So like, it's not like she was not there. She's been paying attention. She just hadn't had to make any decisions.
Ernest is singing in the arms of an angel.
Mm-hmm. And she wouldn't let anyone near Jaguar.
Oh,
And
course.
she has no armor and no weapons. But that she would make.
But does she have a shoebox with her?
She would have a shoebox. Like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But you know, the student insurance package comes with one, so you just gotta get back.
you will have a full honors cat burial if you make it back to the Violet City.
Assuming it still stands.
You died in the line of knowledge. Yeah, that's right. Assuming, yeah. Can you make a posthumous luck check?
Yeah.
Charisma?
Yeah.
Here we go.
You for real?
Oh,
You have to say you have saved its arm.
All right.
You have used up all your luck to make sure that thing wasn't armed. I suppose that was your intention, right?
Yeah. He used all of his
a
light
success
magic.
is a success is your intention here. So I assume that you didn't want it armed. Yeah. So
No,
there's just
no, I did not.
a dud missile in the Violet City. It probably just hits like a. Hold on. So I'll bring you over to a picture of it here. Right, and now. Now there's a big old missile sticking out of it. right there.
Yeah. There you go.
And they're gonna expand. They're gonna expand the university around it. Once they hear that it was you and this whole story, I'm sure that you'll get a building named after you.
That's great. I hope that they put my lacquered corpse in front of it.
Yes,
Now
absolutely.
everyone has to prostrate themselves before they enter.
I mean,
What if?
wow. So you're all in the caravanserai known as the Last Sarai. Plenty of things to do here. We have some contacts that people know that are here. We can also kind of just, because we're probably just going to begin to wrap up for now. The questions here would be, there is a Violet City emissary here. I think it's Pukums. I have to look at the book, but I'm pretty sure it's Pukums who's here. If you wanted to let them know what happened and like maybe pass over the body of Jaguar to them, or is this something you want to deliver yourselves?
No, I think Herodotus actually like tries to take the lead on that, assuming that
hit it.
Jaguar's human lets him. He'd want to be the one to hand over and to like he tries to make the case that Jaguar was
It's Pookie.
a good cat and deserved. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Erna trusts Herodotus, having traveled with him this far, and the sort of friendship that they've developed, and she's happy to let people take the lead on things until she gets her feet under
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I'll return
A Meowseum.
Jagular.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
No notes! Yes! Alright, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Jim. That's so rude of me, but it's Meowseum.
No, that's
It's
all
a
right.
Meowseum. I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice.
That's, I think, exactly what Herodotus says. He hands over the shoebox and says, this wizard serves Meowseum. And, yeah.
Belongs in a Meowseum.
Yeah.
Belongs in a museum.
Meowsaulium. Yeah. So,
Meowsaulium. That's an even better way to pronounce it. There we go. I couldn't quite make it sound right, and that's that's what I was missing.
So, then we'll probably wrap up a little bit early tonight. But Pookie, the Violet City emissary in the last Sarai here, upon giving these words, asks their human to bring out the finest batch of ambrosial milk they have, and they have little cat plates, and they put them out like very fine, like china for the loss, and they thank you, and ask you all to tell us like a little story about Jagular and their and hear about their service. And it's a very like nice, somber, very like kind of like a formal remembering drink for Jagular. And I think and as an honorary thing, they pour an extra thing of milk, leave it out for the missing cats who died in the line of duty. Yeah, you have ambrosial milk from the Giving Cow is not a it's not a drug, but it has religious significance. So everyone who made drinks from it, you can make a free stat test to level 1 up.
Nice.
Excellent.
You may all sip.
Which stat do I want to test?
All right. I need to
You're
roll
given
artist.
insight by the Giving Cow.
This is a failure increases the stat, right?
No, you roll over it. It's not
Yeah.
Pendra.
Which is normally a failure.
Yeah, you. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
A fail increases the stat. So I'll get a free stat increase.
Gonna push that 3 to a 4.
Woo! Oh,
Yeah, I've got to get some
Alberta.
wisdom from this. Oh,
There's that
come
crit.
on.
You're allergic.
Herodotus learned nothing from this.
Lactose intolerant.
Yeah, so I think Herodotus is like sitting there sipping the milk and just like looking there stony faced as like he starts to kind of like turn red and sweat as he like obviously has an allergic reaction. Yeah, the thing that I realized as far as playing my character is that he's a bureaucrat who doesn't really like a diplomat who doesn't entirely believe in the cause that he's for. He's basically Ron Swanson, is the way that I've been imagining him this entire time. So I'm imagining Ron Swanson like drinking some milk and just like milk mustache sitting there as he like slowly like chokes back down the milk. That's exactly what's happening to him. He got no wisdom out of this.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
Oh, everyone, just to recap for chat, did anyone succeed at anything?
I pushed up con, which was a good time.
Yeah, you're the only one who got something out of this. Wow.
I had a 3, so it was an even better chance than your wisdom there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. I didn't increase my 4.
Yeah, and that was the only one because we can't fail today, Eric, except for when it's going to kill somebody.
I can't believe I got a critical success on my improve a stat. I feel like improving a stat should be something where ones count for it.
Call up the Black Hack designer.
Yeah.
No, that's the only thing that happened, Eric. I improved my con. The milk was so bad that it only really helped me because I was trying to stomach it, and I was like, "This is kind of like dwarven milk."
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they keep it room temperature, you know.
It's nice warm milk.
The sacramental ambrosial milk of the violet cats is clearly kept in some sort of ornate, what do you call it? Reliquary, right? To the purple goddess. It's not refrigerated.
Cultures that make it sacramental.
Yes.
It's an old leftover tradition from the Blue Lands, maybe.
The blue cheese lands.
The purples and blues have strangely similar cultural traditions, but and they speak similar, but don't you ever dare say they do.
Sir.
Cool. All right then. I feel like that's the perfect note to end on tonight, honestly.
So
Like,
Totally.
Oh, that's
Funeral music plays.
yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
Gets all fuzzy.
This game.
the bagpipes.
Jesus.
His cat body goes off into space.
Yeah. So they're gonna bring your cat back. Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Let's go around. Adam, what do you think of today? How can people find you?
Oh gosh, what did I think of today? I think this game is insane, and I'm glad that you have to roll low because that's all I can do. And where can people find me? I'm Hacker Blinks on lots of stuff, and yeah, that's the deal. I'm doing a big crazy thing later this month, and so I'm going to be radio silent for a little while, but I will still be playing this game because it's one of my favorite things. So it'll be good times. How about you, Sage? What's up with you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, old_Fortran with an E in the old, which is, yeah, I have to explain that every time. And I'll post anything else I do there, but you can find links to other things I do. And yeah, I'm on paternity leave right now, so I'm mostly just doing stuff around the house. Not a new kid. I have to use it up before she turns 1. So I have an almost 1-year-old and an almost 4-year-old, and we're having a great time. But unless you want to hear about spreading mulch on my lawn, I don't have a whole lot interesting to say. So I'm going to toss it on over to Grant.
Hey everybody, my name's Grant. I'm an independent content creator for tabletop role-playing games. I have a bunch of titles coming out in the next couple months from 2C Gaming, the TPK Handbook Volume 2, and the TPK Bestiary. Or as a contributor, I have a couple secret projects that I can't disclose. I'm a contributing author on Monty Cook Games' book, The Essence of Invisible Sun, where they hired a bunch of artists and philosophers to talk about the game. But you can find me on Twitter at WisePapaGrant. I'm a producer for WebDM's Twitch channel. You can catch Jim and I on Thursdays, though this week he's going to be at D&D Live, The Descent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take it away, Jim. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of things I can't say about it, but you should check out. We're going to be streaming live, I think, on Sunday. So we're going to give the scoop on the whole whatever shebang's going down with this next storyline. Really excited about it. We even have... we may even be doing a little costuming or something. I don't know. Listen, I don't want to say that. Anyway,
it sounds like a fun event to costume at.
Yeah. It's one of those things where we might have just gone all out because we're going to be there. It's also my first time on the West Coast, so that's going to be pretty cool. And my first time to see an actual ocean, not a gulf, not a sea, but an ocean. Sorry, I'm pedantic like that. Anyway,
I mean, wait. Are you sure you're getting an ocean and not a sound? Oh wait, no, it's probably not around here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of, I want to see an ocean. I want to just, anyway, sorry, I'll ramble on for a while. I am Jim Davis of WebDM. Come check us out on YouTube where we make Dungeons & Dragons and tabletop advice and RPG videos. And this game is awesome. This is like the best one-shot ever. I love just the way the dice roll. I love the way that it just was rolling for us and then a just ignoble, tragic demise. It's all right. I love it. It's great. Great.
This is incredible.
That's why we play.
It really is. This game is absolutely incredible. It's an honor to have such an amazing team with us here who get to play with us. And Jim, I really hope you come back sometime.
Oh, I have to play Erna now. Yeah. I have to. And the stats I just rolled, I think she may be some sort of cat priestess now.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna hear it myself.
Sure. All right. Yeah. I mean, this is amazing. We play every Tuesdays. 8 o'clock Pacific to 10 with a 5-minute break at 9. So we'll be back next week and continuing this on. If you're tuning in now and you haven't seen the other episodes, highly highly encourage you to watch them. They're just as wild and bizarre, but also weirdly poetic. But anyways, yeah, I'm Eric. I've been your game master tonight. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. Thank you so much. Please follow everyone here. They're very, very great people. Yeah, and with that, we're getting out of here. So good night, everybody.